Stephanie Dupar.
And I'm Monique Chavez. Thanks for tuning in.
Dixie State is continuing to grow its D1 athletic program with the ever-growing expansion of Trailblazer Stadium. While the program has completed the first 2 phases of the upgrade, including a new track, turf, and grandstands, the next phase will include a new box office and a state-of-the-art trading room. And phase 4 will conclude with a stadium high-rise that will be home to club seating and a banquet room. The athletic program is hoping that the renovations, as well as moving to Division I, will attract new athletes and continue to grow and expand Dixie State athletics.
Dixie State Athletics is partnering with the St. George Children's Museum to bring athletic and physical education to the sports room. Punching bags, athlete cutouts, and the Trailblazer colors around the room are just a few of the most recent additions. The room previously featured a basketball court but has been outdated for some time. The upgraded room will not be open to the public until the new year as renovations are underway.
While many Dixie State students were born in the late 90s or early 2000s, it seems that the music is still a big hit for them now in college. Take a look. When it comes to school events, the lip sync battle is always a crowd favorite. And it's a favorite for contestants for 2 reasons: the thrill of performing and the opportunity to walk away with $500 in cash.
That's a huge incentive. I love competing for a prize, whatever it is. But when it's cash, it really draws the students, and it drew me and my group for sure.
To these students, some extra cash, especially around the holidays, is worth the effort it takes to put on 3 performances last minute.
It's a pretty big one. I mean, especially to put forth a lot of effort because choreography is not easy. So there was a point where we're like, is it worth it? And we're like, yeah, it's worth it. But I mean, if it was during a less stressful time, I think we would have done it regardless of the cash prize or not.
But cash prize or not, performing in front of your peers to the great music of the late 90s and early 2000s is priceless.
It was definitely a thrill. We got nervous sometimes, but it was so worth it, and we got to hear our friends cheer for us and just kind of make fools of ourselves, so it was fun.
Honestly, I just have a blast every time I do it. Every time I get a chance to do something like this, I'm all for it.
Getting out there's always good energy at the lip sync battle. It's all fun, really low stress levels, I guess. The performers are a little bit more stressed, but we are really just having a good time back there. And being on the stage and hearing everybody cheer is awesome.
Although the event was hosted by DSUSA, the cash prize was awarded from the International Student Service as part of International Education Week.
From digital art, landscape paintings, and realistic drawings, the Senior Art Exhibition has it all. This unique art display features the capstone projects for graduating seniors majoring in art. The exhibit had its grand opening on Monday, complete with a DJ. All 10 student artists had the freedom to pick whatever concept they wanted for their work and wrote a personal artist statement to go along with it. Artist Jessie Pechtel said it took her 6 months to complete her entire project. Individual pieces are available for purchase upon request. The exhibition is located in the North Plaza and will remain on display through December 11th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Chick-fil-A is no longer donating to anti-LGBTQ organizations. The fast food chain has been facing scrutiny for a few years over their donations to the Salvation Army and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, who both uphold marriage as only between a man and a woman. After years of protests and online campaigns, Chick-fil-A will only be donating to causes who support education, homelessness, or hunger. With this push to be more inclusive and LGBTQ friendly, the Chick-fil-A on campus may just get a little bit busier.
The 155-day drought in St. George is officially over. The rain and thunderstorms that began on Tuesday were the first measurable precipitation in the area since June 17th. Since nearly 2/3 of Utah is in a moderate to severe drought, the rain is desperately needed. But more necessary is the snow. Some of Utah's water supply relies on snowpacks melting in the spring. Thinking of renting? Well, according to GoBankingRates.com, St. George is now one of the best places to do that in Utah. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean it's affordable. The city is considered a prime place to rent due to our mild winters and expanding population. There has even been a boom in apartment buildings near campus and downtown. However, these new apartments aren't necessarily cost-effective options for college students and young families. The website also cited St. George as an optimal location for vacation homes.
The Washington County School District is cracking down on their dress code, and not just for students, but teachers too. In order to keep modest and conservative clothing in the school environment, clothing items such as t-shirts, sweats, and shorts will be considered inappropriate in the new policy. Appeals can be made by teachers if they believe their clothing meet the standards at their individual schools.
A new cookie place is making its way to St. George, but a little slowly, one might say. Reporter Josh Green has the cookie scoop.
A new cookie store opening soon on November 23rd, located at the Sunset Corner. From cookies, ice cream sandwiches, and milkshakes, this family-owned business also plans to be opened on Sundays. Not only are they open to midnight 7 days a week, they also deliver. And campus just happens to be within their range of delivery.
Our cookies are original family recipe. It's been developing for decades, and finally decided to go with it, share it with the world, see what they think. We got white chocolate macadamia nut, which not a lot of places around here do. We got oatmeal toffee, which is really popular. We got lemon frosted sugar cookies. So we got a variety. We use a lot of premium ingredients in our cookies, no mixes, nothing like that, no frozen doughs. It's all just handmade and made to order.
Sloth Cookies also has plans for catering their special cookies to you, making a nice party pickup for those family or friend gatherings.
I've been making cookies for 40 years, and it's something we're passionate about and something we feel like people will enjoy.
Not only is this a passion for the family, but their employees are also on board to bring their passion to St. George.
I hope that lots of people come. We are open until midnight every night, so I just think that college students can come. It's a nice hangout spot, and I'm just really excited for it to open.
The grand opening is this Saturday from noon to midnight. Those cookies look amazing, and how cool is it that DSU alumni just gets to make his own business?
Logan is very friendly. He used to work on the Dixie Sun, but I am so in love with those cookies. I got to try them. I cannot wait for the grand opening, Monique. I can't wait.
Well, we have to go together because I haven't got to try them yet.
So good, so good.
When we come back, Michael Sanascoy will have the latest in sports.
There is a place where rocks bleed and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny and a tiny wooden teak holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel, someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Back up the pass, he's gonna score, 22-yard touchdown.
The women's basketball team dominated the competition in their first two home games of the season. The Trailblazers first take on the La Sierra Golden Eagles. Senior forward Allie Franks led the charge for the Trailblazers offense and put up 23 points with a 53% shooting percentage. Senior guard Maddie Loftus also got in on the action and let the ball fly as she made 5 out of 10 shots from downtown. DC defeated La Sierra 77-59. The Trailblazers blew Life Pacific out of the water as they defeated the Warriors by 50 points. Junior guard Kesley Stevenson led DC with 23 points, shooting 80% from the field and made 4 out of 5 threes. Senior forward Chesney Stevens was another big factor for the Trailblazers as she got a double-double with 15 points and grabbing 14 boards. Nobody was going to be in the way of Stevens going up for those rebounds. Additionally, with Frank's performances in both games, she earned herself Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week. The women's basketball team will continue their homestand as they will host Colorado Mesa, St. Martin's, and Northwest Nazarene in the Dixie State Tournament tomorrow and Saturday at Burns Arena. The men's basketball team took a tough home opener loss against Providence, Montana in an exhibition game, losing 76-80. However, the Trailblazers bounced back against St. Martin's. DC had the edge in the first half, led by junior forward Hunter Schofield with 12 points and senior guard Jack Pankov coming down with 6 rebounds and dishing 5 assists. In the second half of the game, this highlight play by freshman for Frank Stadium sophomore Josh Bold with the alley slam gave some life to DSU. Both teams would exchange baskets as the Saints were trying to claw their way back into the game while the Trailblazers were trying to put the game away. DSU went on to defeat St. Martin 75-71. Newbold put up 22 points, marking a new single-game career high for him. Penkoff led the team with 9 assists, and Schofield led the team with 9 rebounds. The Trailblazers will hit the road to play Lake Superior State tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m. and Alaska Fairbanks on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. at Salt Lake City. The women's swim team defeated Biola in their new home at the Human Performance Center. The Trailblazers won 8 of the 11 events against the Eagles. Junior Miriam Gonzalez and sophomore Kelsey Wright won a combined total of 4 individual events. Gonzalez won in the 50 free and the 200 breast, and Wright won in the 100 free and the 200 free. DC will continue their matches against Colorado Mesa today at Grand Junction, Colorado. Senior Lauren Gamble from the women's volleyball team can add another accolade to her trophy case as she becomes the back-to-back RMAC Defensive Player of the Year. In addition, Gamble senior Toa Faleo and junior Megan Trainer have earned first-team All-RMAC. These ladies had a big quarterfinal showdown against Colorado State Pueblo. Junior Jordan Nelson sets up junior Sydney Johnson for the kill, and the Thunderbolts couldn't handle the heat. New serve, Trainer sets up Say Collins, and Collins also brings the heat to the Thunderbolts. Man, I'm burning up from all this heat. The Trailblazers will go on to defeat CSU Pueblo 3-1 and move on to the semifinal game against MSU Denver. The winner of this game will play Regis or Colorado School of Mines in the finals. DSU will play the Roadrunners tomorrow night at 5 p.m. at Denver, Colorado. The football team finished their last season in Division II on a high note against Adams State. The Grizzlies took a 3-0 lead over the Trailblazers after a lost fumble by wide receiver Casey Allison. After 3 scoreless possessions by the DSU offense, the special teams came in clutch after Adams State fumbled on the punt return, and it was covered by wide receiver Ricky Johnson. Next play, quarterback Cody Wilstead connects a deep pass to tight end Chase Hess for a touchdown, taking the lead for DSU. The Trailblazers offense then led up as Wilstead tossed the pigskin for 4 more touchdowns, had 341 yards passing, and 2 of those touchdowns were to Hess. Hess tied the DSU single-game record with 3 touchdown receptions, and Wilstead also tied the DSU single-game record with 5 touchdown passes. Additionally, with Wilstead's performance, he earned himself RMAC Offensive Player of the Week. The DSU defense shut down Adams State's offense as the Trailblazers only allowed 215 yards of total offense, including 2 interceptions by defensive back Aaron Simpson. The DSU football team finished with the season with a program record 8-3 overall record and now begin the countdown to Division I for the 2020 season. Oh man, Division I, here we come. I can't wait.
Great things happening. I am looking forward to seeing volleyball's game versus Metro. I know it's the one team they haven't been able to beat, so I'm really hoping they get to go to that championship game.
I'm really liking women's swim. I think they're making a splash.
Yeah, definitely, and hopefully they do well. They perform well at Colorado and Mesa. And also, we want to get a huge shout out to women's soccer. They're going to regionals today. They're traveling today to Colorado again, and they'll be playing against Texas women. So good luck to you, women's soccer. And Stephanie, isn't there something special going on this weekend for you?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, I believe somebody has a birthday coming up.
Wait, I did this to you, now you're doing it back to me.
Yes.
No.
Happy birthday, Steph.
Oh, we wanted to kind of give you a little
Ariel, our producer,
happy birthday
with
present.
some flowers.
What?
For
Whoa.
Steph.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet.
And this is our show producer, everybody, Ariel.
Ariel Cabrera. She has guys.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Steph.
Thanks, guys.
When we come back, we'll wrap things up and wish you guys a good Thanksgiving.
Here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
There it is. Keep going with it. Leo!
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Before we sign off, Thanksgiving is next week, and I have a special segment for you guys who want to start having turkey bowls as a family and friends tradition on Thanksgiving. Enjoy.
What's going on, Trailblazers? Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and it's almost time for the traditional turkey bowl. If you're not familiar with what a turkey bowl is, it's when friends and family get together and play a game of football on Thanksgiving. It's one of many popular traditions for family and friends to play a game of football on Thanksgiving. If you guys want to be successful and settle any family-friendly rivalry during a turkey bowl, I have 4 plays that will help you be successful in winning a turkey bowl. Trust me, I'm a turkey bowl champion. So the first play I got drawn up for you guys is a deep pass. So the center is going to snap the ball to the quarterback. Then the center is going to run 2 feet up and to the right. Now we got receivers 1, 2, and 3. Receiver 2 is going to run 5 steps up and upfield. Receiver 3 is going to run 7 steps up and upfield. These are called posts. And receiver 1 is going to run a wheel route up the field around these receivers. And this is going to be the quarterback's first read. And receiver 1's not going to be open. You always got receivers 2 and 3. And none of these guys are open. Always check it down if the quarterback is in trouble. And I like to call this play the flying turkey.
We're going to go with the flying turkey.
Yeah,
Ready?
Break. The next play I got drawn up for you guys is a run trick play. So we got the center snapping the ball here, but this time the center is going to go block whoever's in front. Then the quarterback, once the quarterback gets the ball, he's going to throw it to receiver number 1 right here, and the receiver number 2 is going to go block whoever's in front. Then once the receiver gets the ball and runs this way, the receiver is going to toss to the running back, which is number 3 this time. Number 3 is going to be right here, and it's going to meet number 1 right here, and run a reverse this way for a touchdown. I like to call this play, dinner's ready.
We're going to go. Dinner's ready. Dinner's ready. Ready? Break. Yellow ladies. Omaha. Go.
I got another pass play drawn up for you guys for play number 3. So we got the center snapping the ball here, and this is kind of a play action play. So play action option pass play. So we got the center snapping the ball to the quarterback, and the center is going to go up 2 feet and just block for the quarterback because the quarterback is going to be rolling out, and running back number 3 is going to be running with the quarterback, and the first read for the quarterback is going to be receiver number 1 right here running a streak, and we got receiver number 2 running a shallow cross route across the field. And this is going to be the quarterback's first option right here. And this receiver is not open. Receiver 2 is going to be right wide open over the middle, right here in the middle. And if nobody's open and the quarterback's in trouble, he has this option to toss to the running back right here, number 3. And I like to call this play ready for seconds.
Here we go. We're going to go. Ready for seconds. Ready.
Break.
Ready, go.
The fourth and final play I have drawn up for you guys is a goal line situation play. So we got the center snapping the ball to the quarterback, and this time the center is going to run 3 steps and to the left, running a smash route to the corner of the end zone. Now we come over here, we got this bunch formation, that's what it's called, the bunch formation for these receivers. So receiver number 1 is going to be running at an angle and running a smash route to the right, to the corner of the end zone. And we got receiver number 2 running at an angle for the angle route. So run at an angle and upfield to the left to run that angle route. And we got receiver number 3 coming around, running a shallow cross route across the field. And the quarterback's first read should be receiver number 1. And once this clears up for 2 and 3, the next option for the quarterback is going to be receiver number 2 for that angle route. And the third and final option will be either the center or the receiver number 3 for the cross or the smash route. And I like to call this final play the Dixie Special.
Hey, let's go. Dixie Special. Dixie Special. Ready? Break.
Touchdown dance!
those are the 4 plays I have written up for you guys to be successful for your Turkey Bowl. And let me know how your Turkey Bowl goes by sending me a video on my Twitter handle at thatoneguyMike21. Until next time, have a great Thanksgiving, Trailblazers.